15 months. I've went back and checked. 15 months is how long it's been since this wall has been put up, and it's just been sitting here since. I have added little bits and pieces here and there. You know, I've built a floor, I've done an outline, but yeah, it's gotten to a joke at this point. This this factory is just a wall at this point. So today I finally just wanna finish that up. To be fair, the last couple months I have spent on the charity area, so that I'll give myself like a year. That gives me like a year of procrastinating. 12 months, not the full 15, but I have been procrastinating for a long time. I mean, it could be worse. At least it's not the opposite route where I would have no life outside of this game. Well, anyways, hey guys, this is Pokemon 101. Welcome back to another episode on Echocraft. Oh, also to be fair, it's not like I've completely avoided working in this area at all. I have done, a massive amount of effort. I just did a stream just terraforming all of this, flattening all this down for a future part of the base. And there used to be a forest here. We took that down, and we've had our fair share of wheat streams. Like, this area I have been in a lot, and I've been working in here a lot. It's just the building itself I've just managed to avoid just completely over and over and over and over again. I love it is I've had the outside of this space designed for a long time, but the interior really only came together completely like recently. Like, one thing I was really struggling with was lighting in this area, because once you get the roof on this thing, it gets really dark and it's just a mob trap, and I didn't want to like have it partially complete like that. So yeah, part of me wanted to do it just all at once, which is what I'm going to be doing today. Another part of me wishes I did a little bit more work on it so I didn't have to do this all at once, but the joke's been fun, and it being in shambles as it is has given people plenty of excuses just to like come over here and vandalize things. I've cleaned most of them up, but usually there's some sort of thing hanging around my front door. This one's new though. I'm gonna leave this here for a while. I actually kind of like it. All right, so I've got the bottom section done. That's pretty much identical to what was going on in the front. It's just the same pattern all the way around. That's the easy bit. The next bit is all the detailing stuff. So like I said when I built this in the first place, I basically divided it into 3 main sections, just to try to break up, 3.5 main sections. You got this little bottom bit, but that doesn't really count. Yeah, 3.5 main sections, a simpler part, and then the more complex stuff at the beginning, complex stuff in the middle, and then more slightly simpler complex stuff at the top, if that makes sense at all. So on the sides, we're still doing windows, but we're not doing windows on the front. We're going to be doing windows along the top section, and instead we're doing some slightly wider kind of arch thingies. So like imagine 2 of these window sections just kind of combine together, and take out the window, just turn it into mud, and that's basically what we're doing. I've got the outline over here. I've got these pillars that are going to be going up, and between every other pillar is going to be kind of a flatter arch section. So the sides are slightly less complicated than the front. Still a good amount of detail, but yeah, it's detailed in its own way. Although maybe I should just start actually building it instead of trying to poorly explain it when I'm just going to show you in like 2 seconds when I cut away. Bam, we have an arch. They're not necessarily arches as much as like 2 little like oblong looking things. But yeah, so we're basically going to have this pattern going along with the solid mud bricks, and then the wall breaking up kind of each of these pairs, and then yeah, that kind of goes along, and we have these little I don't want to say windows, little pockets. I don't know exactly what to call them, but yeah, that's what we're doing. And then that's just part of the side bit. Ignore that. Oh, I didn't know you could hit me from there. Oh, ow! He was trying. He was really trying the whole time, but I guess he didn't give up. Now, as for the back, we're actually just putting just mud, just all across the back like that. The first reason is if I tried to texture it like I have below, it actually just kind of blend in a little bit too much. And 2, frankly, I don't care how well the back looks. We've got this mountain covering up half of it, and we're going to have a warehouse covering up the other half. So no one's really going to see it all that much. I am now completely out of mud, though, so I will see you in a few hours. I just know something. So I brought the walls on par with the front. Everything is the same height now, and these aren't actually blocks. These are actually, as you can see up in the top right corner, mud brick slabs. I don't know why, but yeah, they're all they're all doubled up slabs for some reason, which I discovered because over here I didn't actually double them up. I don't know if I overlooked it when I was designing. Oh, there's that other crafting table. I just had to go fetch another one because I lost that. But over here, there's actually a gap there. But I think I kind of like it. If I pull this all the way to the end, I've got like these overhanging stairs here. It's much easier to see on this side. I've got this like little overhanging stairs, and with that gap there, I'm not sure. Without the ceiling on, it's a little bit harder to see, but I think it might actually look really, really nice. Just like without the gap. I mean, like there's stairs right here, so the gap kind of fits. If I like swap that out with the staircase, that might look really interesting. If I just do that, I mean, the schematic's going to yell at me, but I think let's just put that back. I think I like that. We'll have to see when I get the ceiling on, but I think I might keep it that way, just having that little extra bit of depth there. Okay, well, now that we do have the walls all at the same height, we're actually going to start indenting in here. We're going to flatten out this roof a little bit, going quite a bit, and then we're going to have a little bit of an extra kind of sticky up bits to kind of add a little bit of depth. Like you've seen factories before, they're usually not just one big square building. I mean, it's not necessarily square right now. It's like more of a I don't know, trapezoid type thing? Is that what that shape is? Is that the line with the... I think it's a trapezoid. My mouse died. Okay, point is we could flatten it off here, and it looked decent, but I do want to add a little bit of stuff on top. And we're also switching up the block palette a little bit, because with a lot of mud bricks, it does start to blend together a lot. I mean, I've got some terracotta in here, but it still doesn't break it up as much as I'd like. So up at the top, we're actually switching up to like bricks and tuff. The polished tuff specifically that just got added. They weren't in the game when I designed this thing, but once they were added, it definitely helps this thing to pop a little bit better. So we're definitely going to add some of those. And thankfully, I think I've gathered a whole ton around here. Please. Okay, we got not as much as I think I'd like, but I mean, it's not too hard to get anyway. Oh, also it's Christmas. Merry Christmas. Late Christmas, at least when this video is going to come out. I actually got a present from Pizza the other day. That book does not go in there. That's a statue book. But he did give me some cool stuff in here. In here? How do I dump everything? Oh, you only dump stuff one at a time? Oh, okay. I didn't look at the snapshots. I didn't notice they changed that. It used to be you just like click and everything would get launched all at once. But I've got an unlimited... I forgot about this. I've got a coupon for flight duration 1 rockets. Pizza knows I actually prefer flight duration 2 rockets. It's a nice blend. They last longer than the flight duration ones, but they're not quite as expensive as the 3s. So I really like them. And it annoys Pizza so much because he has to spend a little bit extra on them when he stocks up his shop. But everything else in there is pretty nice. I never use netherite, but I might as well if he's giving me some like that. I've also got double IOUs from Pizza and Weaselstorm, and I'm going to be using those very soon, probably in the next couple episodes, to get them to help me work on my base a little bit because I am behind and I can just get free labor, which is always cool. Why is there a creeper in here? There's a skeleton too. Is that Tree's portal? That's Tree's portal. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I think he's online. What is going on over here? It's the middle of the day. I don't know. Oh, there he is.
Yo.
You've got mobs coming through your portal. I just killed a creeper and a skeleton that wandered into the nether.
Oh. Yeah, I've been slacking sleeping.
Yeah, what you working on? You're working on your big gothic looking thing that you posted on Blue Sky?
Yeah. I'm having inventory problems. I've got like 12 shulkers on me.
Oh no.
Because there's a bunch of random blocks.
Yeah. Deep slate coal. Oh, is this what you need the deep slate coal for?
Yeah, I made a tunnel bore for it.
Another one?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Well, I guess you had to go to a higher level for the coal, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. You know what? That actually does look really, really cool from a distance. I never thought to use it like that, but that's an interesting block, but it works.
Yeah, Yeah, it's subtle. I don't think it's worth it.
No. You know, well, last Halloween, I used some suspicious gravel to add a slight extra bit of texture to like a Halloween build. Never again. No.
Yeah.
Now, I've just moved back to college, so I've been offline for a couple weeks, but in that time, the server is actually updated to the, what is it, the creaking gardens? What's the pale? I don't know the name of the update, but it looks like Tree and Pizza have left me some of the stuff. Is there more? Oh, it's okay. I thought they left me like a whole bunch of stuff, but no, just a few little amber pieces. Does they only leave me this because I can like grow it myself or something like that? Also, there's a snowman head I accidentally killed. Don't worry about that. I love the Doctor Who reference though. We were watching the stream and instantly thought of Weeping Angels the second we saw the creakings. I don't know why they moved my mailbox. My mailbox was fine right over here. I'm not sure why they specifically moved it if they weren't going to actually put anything in there. Although you can also just never expect anything from Pizza and Tree. There was a Steve on the back of that pumpkin. This thing has been here for how long has it been? Like 3 months now, and I never collected that one. One thing I've been doing a little bit of while I haven't been able to be active on the server is AFK at this dirt making machine, because all this mud around here, I really underestimated how much I needed. I've done a lot of mud making just to try, and I'm almost done. I'm almost done with this layer right here, and then we can start moving on to like all the the brick and terracotta heavy stuff. You know, the light's coming. The light at the end of the tunnel is coming, but yeah, this has definitely been a process. But don't mind him; he's fine. Excuse me. Excuse me. There are a lot of guys. Ooh, okay. I I think I know what that sign was about. I can't. How fast? They are fast. They are really fast and scary. Holy cow! I've not seen these guys in game at all yet. How many? There are so many of them. Why? Oh my gosh! Oh man, they are very, very speedy. It doesn't help that I've like barely lit up my base at all. So there's a lot of other mobs to contend with as well. Ooh, okay. Let me wait. So these guys are connected to creaking hearts, right? Okay. I think. Aha. I think they might have buried a bunch of creaking hearts underneath my floorboards. Oh my gosh. So I guess there's a certain range before they freeze as well. So even if you're looking at them, you can watch them like speeding towards you. Also, how many creaking hearts did these guys collect to get that? There's more out front. Okay. All right, let's go to ooh. Hello. I was going to go to sleep, but my bed's missing. I think they got rid of my bed. Yeah. Oh, I see it. Okay. Okay, you know what? I'm going to ow. How hard do they hit, by the way? Actually, I want to let one of them hit me because I don't know how hard they hit. They're fast. They're really fast, but like, how threatening are they? Is he actually going to hit me? What is he doing? He's like staying still. I'm not looking at him, but he's having a pathfinding issue with that anvil, apparently. Okay, so I guess they have weird pathfinding issues. I'm not looking at him. I think this guy's just dumb. Is this guy gonna hit me? Are you gonna hit me if I look away? Yeah, he will. Okay, what was that? What, like a heart? A 1 heart of damage. Okay, not too bad. This guy's just tired. He needs a nap. Oh, okay. Of course they're covered in obsidian. Well, okay, they did 1 layer of obsidian, but they didn't think to go from the bottom, did they? They didn't think I'd go from the bottom. I do want to keep these though, so I think you have to silk touch these to get the creaking hearts back. But without an axe, this is taking a while. This is taking a long time. Are these guys? Can I get them with a pickaxe? Did it? Okay, I did. Okay, I did. How far did these go? There was at least like 20. But this feels more than 20. Okay, there it goes. There's the end. Hey, there's some amber. Nice. Oh, I think the amber actually, or not amber, resin. Yeah, I think the resin grows on the wood when you punch these guys. So if I ever want to make a farm, I've got I've got plenty of this stuff. Okay, so a fun fact, it takes about a quarter of the time to get rid of the crying obsidian as it does to actually break these things. This is gonna take a while. Okay, I might as well just take advantage of this and collect a whole bunch of resin while I'm at it. All right, we got this layer of the roof done, so now we can finally start moving away from the mud bricks. My gosh, has this been taking forever to collect resources for? Like, obviously, I mean, we've got my wheat fields here. This was not enough. I mean, I say this was not enough. Really, the only, like, farmable space of this wheat field is, like, right up at the front of this place, because this is the only place I've actually put water. The rest of this is mostly for show. By the way, I've been doing a couple more streams since the last clip, so the wheat field is extended far over here. But this actually gives you a perfect view of what it looks like. None of this is actually watered. It's all for show. The wheat does grow eventually, and as long as you don't like farm it, you know, it'll stay here perfectly fine. I started doing that because I don't like these water pockets from above. They just look bad. They look really bad when you're flying from above. But that does mean that this is pretty much the only like refarmable area of the wheat field. Otherwise, I'll just have to keep rehoeing everything. So I made this little wheat maker right here. I can just kind of AFK and let the... is there still bone meal? There should be probably a little bit of bone meal. A little bit, but not quite enough. But basically, you just sit there and let it do its thing and collect wheat for you. But yeah, there's the wheat, and then using a mud maker to actually make the mud, and then make it packed. Point is, I'm so glad we're done with the packed mud. Most of it, at least. There's a little bit again right at the top once we're going to be finished with this section, but I should, fingers crossed, have enough resources. I have to convert a little bit of mud here and there, but I think I have the resources for that. Point is, we're not worrying about that right now. Right now, we're using mainly terracotta, granite, and bricks, which are all easy enough to get a hold of. It also means I'm actually doing some texturing here. There isn't a whole lot. I mean, you can really tell from the insides, like, there's a little bit here, but, like, for the most part, there are very clean walls all along this thing. So this just adds a little bit more detail, as well as we're going to be putting walls along the front of this. Walls, brick walls, and granite walls. Across the front here, I'm mainly doing 2 block wide walls, and they'll go up along the these walls as well. The big blocky walls and not the tiny skinny walls. They're gonna go up against each other to add again just a little bit of depth and texture. Not only are we texturing the big blocky walls, but we're you can see we're doing a little assortment here as well. So. And with that, we've got some nice depth going on, which is cool. I mean, we have depth down here, but it's really only like ever 1 block. So now that we're actually like building in and doing some stuff up here, I really, really like it. Now we are actually going to revert back to the mud bricks a little bit just to kind of contain it. It does look a little weird when you just have it like that. Like it does look inconsistent, even though we do have terracotta down here. Up here, I really want to play around with a lot of other block palettes, like, you know, this terracotta, and like I mentioned, a bunch of like tough variants. But we're encasing all of that in the mud bricks just to kind of keep everything consistent and looking nice. So we're gonna go up 1 more layer, and we're gonna close up off this front part. Oh gosh, this whole thing is that trapezoid shape I was talking about. But yeah, we're closing it off, so this top layer is just gonna be kind of a rectangular bit. To look nice. So up here, we're actually just gonna have a flat series of mud brick slabs, which just gonna be like covering up all these walls like this, and then actually just dipping in the middle here again, just to add a little bit of depth when you're looking down like from the top. I think it looks really nice. It kind of reminds me of like if you've ever been on a roof of like an actual building. Like there's usually like a slight little incline on the edge, little walls on the edge, so you don't fall off super easily. So this up here is supposed to, it kind of reminds me of like kind of a, roof access maintenance kind of area a little bit, like a little walkway that, workers can come up here and do stuff. I don't know. There's nothing up here for them to work on, but But then again, I'm also the only worker, so I mean, we're not exactly going realistic here. We've also got some lanterns spread around this area, not only just to make the thing look cool at night, because especially this top half looks really, really dark compared to the bottom half at night, but also these are spawnable blocks, and so the lamps just help help keep that from happening. Well, mostly. Yeah, that should be fine. And I just realized I don't have any extra tuff anywhere. I accidentally crafted all I had into polished tuff because I thought that is all that I was using, but I rechecked the schematic and then I remembered that, oh yeah, I'm doing a little bit of a mix of polished and normal tuff, and I think I'm completely out. Which is, I mean, it's not the worst. It's it's better than mud by a long shot. I just have to go mining really quick though. But you know what? Let's just get started on this final part. Let's just go up here and explain what we're going to do for the rest of the build, because this is the last little bit, at least for the exterior. Obviously, the interior is a bit bare, and I want to do the rest of the interior this episode, but I think just this episode has taken so long in terms of just like pure resource gathering that I don't think that's going to happen. So we're going to finish the exterior and then leave the interior for the next episode. Work on that and then working on the warehouse, because the interior shouldn't take nearly as long in there. You can also see how this thing is starting to come together at night. Oh, okay. There's a whole area of lanterns I've neglected to do down here. Wait. Okay, I don't know how I missed this. This was supposed to be a not a schematic rendering refresh. No. Yeah, there's supposed to be a whole bunch of lanterns down here, but I guess I missed them. In the year that this this wall's been up, I've managed to forget okay, I just built these walls, so it makes sense. But in the year the year that this wall has been up, it's actually not even been finished. This wall hasn't even been finished as long. Oh gosh, that's annoying to think about. Anyway, right here up top, we are just gonna start slanting up, very, very slowly. I want this thing to come to a point, but like not a very pointy point, if that makes any sense. We're coming up here at like 4 blocks at a time, and then we're gonna meet up in the middle at kind of a dole kind of. It's more of like a dome kind of thing. Well, it's like I don't know, an arch. Arch is the right word. A dome is like circular, but this is flat on both sides. But yeah, we're gonna come up here in like a dome, and then add in some skylights. Right up here at the top, just like like an old factory would have, like they'd have like not exactly skylights, but like small windows you could just like kind of prop open for fresh air. I'm kind of doing that up here, so that's what we're going to be using a lot of tuff for, just to kind of add like skylights along the top of this thing, and then we're gonna have like walls along here. That's why I'm keeping this open, because I'm going to add a mixture of polished tuff and normal tuff walls, which is I need to mine for. But here we go. You can see how this arch is going to work. And then, yeah, we're going to have this arch and then just a couple little sticky up windows. And that's the end of the exterior. So I'm just going to go mining and, you know what? Let's just do some cinematic shots. I haven't done too many of those yet in this video. I don't know if I've done any of those in this video, actually. I want to get more into it, doing kind of like, yeah, let's do a cool little cinematic thing to finish this off.
Oh,
Check it out.
I like it. It's 2-tiered.
It's 3-tiered, technically. If you count this upper
yeah, I guess so.
upper little arch section.
But this is cool. It has a roof now.
Yeah.
It didn't have that
And it
before.
looks cool from the inside.
Well, it did. Ooh.
You come in here, it's actually kind of...
Are there any mobs?
No, I've
with
left.
shaders. This looks sick.
Oh, I don't have shaders on, but...
Because there's light rays coming in through the
Wait, I need to wait for your stream to catch up.
Sunlights. That's really cool, actually.
Yeah, and then you've got the windows on the sides as well.
Yeah,
Kinda
those
adding
do look nice.
in extra bits.
Actually, those have a little bit of light casting as well, but not nearly as like heavily as.
Oh, it's just the
there's
direct.
doors.
Yeah, my horse has been here for a bit. He's fine.
Eh.
Get him. Come on. And jump. There we go.
There we go.
I need to
You go
give
down
him
here, mister.
some spot outside to stay around. There's still a lot of work to do, both inside and outside, but this is it's the wall as a joke is done. The wall is officially done as a joke.
You know you've got a bunch of like packed mud just sitting in here, right?
I didn't. It wouldn't have been
It
enough
was
though.
sitting in a shulker box in this chest.
This took a couple dozen shulkers, I think, of packed mud.
Oh wow. So that's a drop in the bucket.
That's a drop in the bucket. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not a couple dozen, but a dozen at least. It took a lot of mud.
Yeah.
Actually, hold on. I can just look at the schematic, see how much. 10.5 shulkers?
Jeez. No.
According to the materialist, yeah. Finally. Well over a year since first putting this wall up, I have completely finished the outside of this building. There is still plenty more work to be done in this area, but the building itself being done is a huge landmark that I'm really excited for. And it's really just like motivated me to start work on just the rest of the area. So expect the next episode out hopefully pretty soon. I mean, no promises. I am a college student. I never know how much time I'm going to have on this, but I am really, really motivated to get back into working full force in this area, especially given the fact that the season's ending in within the next 6 months or so. So I'm running out of time. I can't quite keep procrastinating anymore. But like I said, I am excited. I want to get this done. It's not just the procrastination coming to bite me. I'm also going to be meeting up with Simply Night soon to get started on this little seaside village we talked about a while ago, and of course, I've got those IOUs to get Pizza and Weasel involved with the rest of the space. So hopefully the progress should be speeding up very, very soon. But until then, I am going to leave it here. In the next episode, we'll be working on the interior, which shouldn't take too long, and then get this warehouse back here up and running. So I can also just finally clean up this mess over here. Yeah, not looking forward to this. This has been growing since probably 2 or 3 months into the season. This has been growing for a while, and it's finally time to face it and take care of it. But not today, because I'm finishing this episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.